Hey, it's Doc, and welcome to another ukulele lesson. Today's lesson is going to be about two-finger thumb lead style. Um, you might not be familiar with this style, but you've probably heard it. It's a very popular style of playing for the five-string banjo. A lot of like Southern Appalachian style players back in the day especially used two-finger style. It was super popular in like Eastern Kentucky and North Carolina. Really popular with singing banjo players and occasionally for fiddle tunes as well. Back in the day, there weren't so many pure claw hammer players. All the players pretty much had a variety of styles: claw hammer, two finger, and then three finger too. So this is about two-finger thumb lead. There's also two-finger index lead, but I'm only going to be teaching thumb lead right now. It's basically exactly what it sounds like. Your thumb is doing most of the work, and your index finger is just playing a little drone note here or there. To get started, we'll be using low G ukulele for this, not high G. High G would mimic the five-string banjo a little bit more, but I've been really falling in love with the sound of two-finger on low G. The low bass string gives it a nice bluesy sound. It makes it sound more like almost like Piedmont blues style guitar playing, but obviously a lot simpler. So this is a tenor ukulele, but you can use any style as long as it has a low G. And honestly, even if you have a high G ukulele, this will sound great too. Some of the melody notes might be a little meh, but it'll play exactly the same. So I say go for it. So this is going to be in standard tuning. Most of the time I play in an alternate tuning for two-finger thumb lead, but for the first lesson, we're going to just be doing standard tuning so that you can get comfortable with the technique. We're not going to be using a lot of chords. We're just going to be using the chords of C, F, and G. All right, so make sure you know those chords. If you don't know those chords, make sure you go back and learn them before we start this lesson, because it's going to be, I'm not going to be explaining how to do the chords. Right, so just C, F, G, which is a 1-4-5, which is one of the most popular chord progressions in the world, the building blocks of the blues and a lot of folk and country western songs. Right? All right, so get started. How to hold it. Hold it your normal way, as long as you can still do it with the posture I'm telling you. I just put it right here on my lap, my leg. All right, and this is going to be, we're going to be using our fingers to support ourselves. So if you've ever seen Star Trek, we're going to try and do like the live long and prosper type thing right here. So if you can separate your fingers like that, that'd be really helpful. Yeah. All right, so basically we're taking this part and I'm going to plant it on the body of the ukulele, and that's going to be my support for playing. That'll really give us a good foundation to be able to, as we get faster. So I'm basically planting with these. This one you can plant with as well if you want, but it's kind of superfluous for me. I don't use it because this is two-finger, not three-finger, right? So we're only using these two. So plant it anywhere on the body. You're going to get a different sound. And then, but you want to make sure that you can pluck the strings with these two. So basically the way I center it is I put my thumb on the low string, I put my index finger on the high string, I lightly squeeze them, not enough to really bend them, but just so I'm there, and then I find a nice resting spot. And then, boom. See if you can pluck those two strings right there at the same time. Downward motion right here, upward right here. Now you'll find a different sound depending on where you're playing on the ukulele body. Down here, you're probably gonna get a more like banjo-like sound closer to the bridge or ponticello, where if you play over the sound hole, you're gonna get a more guitar type sound. It's called normale in classical nomenclature. Or you can play tasto up here, which is where most ukulele players play and a lot of banjo players play as well, especially claw hammer. It's just a different sound, you can hear it. I'm making a C chord here, by the way, just so you know. All right, so ready? Squeeze, very lightly. Plant, find a comfortable spot. Make sure that your thumb can reach all the strings. So go like this. Do, 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 do. All right, if you're planted, you can go like this and you can go like this. You're probably in a good spot. If you're having trouble, drop me a comment or shoot me an email. I have my email in the about of my YouTube, and I can help you out. Post a video, whatever. We'll figure out what's going wrong. All right. So, but let's say you're in a good position. So now we can get started. Like I said, we're gonna get started with just a C chord. So just for right now, just keep that pretty firmly on C. All right. Now we're gonna get started. So, like I said, we just did that earlier, but this is going to be the first step. While planted, you're going to do what's called a pinch. This is very popular, very essential for two-finger style, also for three-finger bluegrass. They all use pinches too. So, pinch. You're going to pluck the top string and the bottom string at the same time. Tune because I've been retuning. Excuse me. That's better. Alright, so just practice that for a bit. Make sure you're comfortable. You want them both to be happening at the same time. You don't want this or this. And you don't want one to be significantly louder than the other. You want them both to be same time, same level of intensity. All right, now if you can do that, the next step is now to go like this. Thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index. Like that. Go 1, 2, do, 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 do. All right. Now, make sure you're comfortable with that. If you're not, go back and practice it. And now we're going to move on to a slightly harder step. We'll be changing our initial thumb. So, instead of going that every time, we're going to go. Step down. So the initial thumb strike will be here, and then but the pinch will still be up here. Got it? So practice that alone, and then practice it together with the first pattern. What's next? I'm sure you can guess. So, then maybe you can go back up. So, up and down, right, for the first three strings. So practice that, and then once you have that all comfortable, then we'll move on to the hardest one, which is doing the last string. It's hard because you're doing both the index and the thumb on the same string, and it can be a little bit of a reach for some people. If it's too difficult, a lot of people just pluck whatever note, double pluck this. So instead of going, they're going. I go, but you can go if you want. If it's easier for you, a lot of people do that. I just don't. All right, so now we've got all four strings in play. Yeah, so do that exercise up and down, up and down, up and down. Make sure you can do it. And once you get that down, we'll move on to the actual bread and butter of two-finger thumb lead. This was all just to get you comfortable with the motions, and now we're going to actually learn the two basic steps. So this is an oversimplification, but there's essentially two rolls, patterns, two finger thumb lead. Basically one roll and one pinch. We're going to go over them right now. Make sure that you had the other exercise comfortable and your fingers are good doing this. We're going to get started. We're going to do it on a C chord to start, so do that C chord again. All right, and remember, boop, plant. Pinch and plant. Now you've got your spot. All right, so before we were going... Now we're going to do the actual roll. So the pinch, or one of the patterns, is pretty much what we were just practicing. You hit the melody note, and then you do a pinch. So that's the pinch, and then this is going to be basically the forward roll that we use. So you're going to hit. So thumb. We'll start with the C string right here to make it nice sounding. Now you're going to hit this note up here with your index finger. So 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Sorry, my voice is still warming up. It's early. So do, do, and then the thumb is going to move back down to the bass string. So and then to finish it, this is going to hit that one again. So you're going 3, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1. So those are the two patterns. We've got thumb pinch, and then thumb index. And I call these the bumpa, 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 and the bumpa diddy. Bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy. There's sort of like a third pattern that you use for longer melody notes. It's just going like this. Boo. Another very familiar to the first exercise we did. So you, instead of going, you're making this first one twice as long and skipping this first drone note. So instead of going, you're going. That one's used too. So we've basically got this. Bumpa, 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 bumpa. We've got bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy, bumpa diddy. And we've got bum, bum diddy, 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 bum diddy. So make sure you can do all those. Shake your hand out and make sure you can find your spot very good. You can get to playing right away. You want to get to the point where you don't have to do this every time to plant. You want to just be able to go. Something like that, all right? All right, so boom. We've been doing this all in C. So what's the next step? We're going to try those patterns on different chords. So we're going to do a simple combo of the two main rolls. We're going to do... Let's do a C chord, so we're going to do bumpa diddy bumpa, bumpa diddy bumpa. Got it? So boo, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, pinch, 3, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, pinch. This is all in the tab. I'm going to link it to a tab. I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to make it between the time I finish this video and post it, so it'll be there. So like I said, C, and do this pattern. Bumpa diddy bumpa, bumpa diddy bumpa. All right, now we're going going to change to another chord. We're going to do F. What's next? G. Back to F. Back to C. If you want to do strums, use your whole thumb. Alright, so we've got bumpa diddy bumpa, and now we need to practice bumpa bumpa diddy bumpa bumpa diddy, the backwards one, the reverse of what we just did. So do that on the same chords. Alright, you got that? So that's the basics of two-finger thumb lead. Go back through the video, make sure you know all that, and then we'll get into another lesson next time. We'll move on to an open tuning. We'll do open C tuning, banjo tuning, and then next we'll move on to what I call sawmill tuning, or what a lot of people call sawmill tuning, which is a really, really cool tuning. That's a lot of fun, especially for two-finger thumb lead, okay? So thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions or issues, and I'd be happy to help you out with any of them. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. If I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day, sun-soaking bulges in the shade.